Welcome back, everybody. Lowride Farmer here on the Competition 1 Tile Challenge. We got some new additions on the farm. Um, Nothing huge, but still something neat. Things needed. I bought a dedicated flatbed trailer so that we don't have to keep switching back and forth between grain trailer and flatbed trailer for purposes of taking things to the market to sell. And I think I've mentioned in other episodes all the clutter that's been in the yard from all my equipment. Well, the other thing I bought was another shed. Same shed. I just put it beside each other. Um, Decent price. Really couldn't afford the anything bigger. So yeah, that's doing us just fine. Um, so what else we're gonna do is grab our tractor and we are going to sell some silage. That is much needed income. Oh, well, I better go get the trailer for it first, right? Much needed income. That's kind of our bread and butter right now is silage. So we'll get that loaded up and dump that into our sell point and bring in some much needed money. That's 40,000 liters of silage we have. So at 10,000 liters of trailer load, that's going to take a few minutes to get done. So bear with me and I'll get this sold up real quick. We have some new mods that have been added to the challenge. I'll go over those a little bit later. If you keep watching, probably more to the end. I'll talk about those mods and what, if any, that I might use. Some of them are kind of neat. Some of them are kind of different too. So it'll be interesting to see who uses what. I'm not sure if I'll be using any of them or not. But they'll be fun. I hope if whatever I don't use, I hope some of the other guys will use, and it'll be fun to see that. And that's the last 10,000. Um, at some point, I'd like to hold on to some of that and try making some TMR later on in the series to feed the cows with. But as long as I need it for money, though, that's going to be challenging to do. So I'll have to keep cutting grass, keep letting it make silage, and then I get to a point where I can make some TMR. Um, hopefully, well, I will have kept grass going, and we'll have plenty of it. So at 2,300, a little over $2,300 trailer load, I'm left with 21,000. Um, I was going to wait and mention this later, but I guess I'll mention it now. I need to. I think I've already mentioned it in the other series, to be honest, but I'm going to make a rush to save the money and get a harvester and a header. I don't want to wait any longer. You usually end up with enough money at the end of an episode or whatever to get one of the cheaper ones, I guess. Um, and a header, of course. And I end up spending it on something else. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna save the money. I am thinking, if I remember right, there was that John Deere in there, that little old John Deere right there. That's the one I want. Get that one for 20,500, and that header for 6,000. So I need about 28,000. So actually, I should be able to do that, to be honest. Another thing that'll help me out too is the pumpkins. Once I get them sold, let's go ahead and do that now. And then after that, I think I'm going to go to the shop and buy some additive. I would like to add additive to the salvage pole. That'll help. That'll help us get some more some more silage going on. It's one pumpkin and two pumpkins. This thing got water in it. Seems like it should be kicking out more than two. I don't know. I'm not happy with that pumpkin greenhouse. I could Wouldn't hurt my feelings a bit to get rid of that and put a regular one in there. I think I could make more money and get better production out of a regular garden than doing lettuce. I might consider that, as long as it doesn't interfere with our harvester purchase. That was $3,900. That's 25,000. So just a few more thousand. Um, you know what I can get? I don't know if I have any clothes over here or not. Yes, I do. Well, there's our money for the harvester, because this is going to be decent money here. I'm going to sell that too. I was going to wait. I think, if I'm not mistaken, May is the prime month for selling clothes, but I'm going to sell that now and uh, and buy that harvester. That's cool. See how much this is going to bring in. 22,000. Nice. You know what? I just might be able to get. No, I'll be a little bit short. I was going to say I might be able to get the harvester and replace the greenhouse, or buy an. Maybe I could just add an additional greenhouse. That'd probably be the best bet. Excuse me. So yeah, let's park this trailer here back beside the greenhouse. We'll get disconnected from it, park the tractor, and we will go back in the store and buy that harvester. I just want to be ready, I don't want something in the way. You know what I didn't check though? I did not check the used market. What could the chances be? Something there for us. Boom. Slim to none, apparently. Oh man, this used vehicle market's not been good to me at all. Yeah, I don't need to plant potatoes. I'm a long way from that, if at all. Yeah. All right, so let's go to harvesters. Um, oh, could get. What's the capacity on the John Deere? 1800. And the New Holland is 1900 with 100 horsepower. John Deere is only 50 horsepower. Well, what in the world? How is the John Deere more expensive? Because it's a John Deere. Um, 13 miles per hour, 18 miles per hour. Well, oh, what about the Massey Ferguson? Oh, now that one holds more than both, don't it? Yes, it does, and it's upgradable to 3,500 liters. And I'm thinking that might be my route, y'all. Yeah, put my color on it. Man, oh well, that's all right. I'll put what color I can on it. Do I want at least want a roof? I'd like the cab. It's only $600. Yeah, let's go with the cab. All right, here we go. Bought. Done. And then we'll come out of that. Go to our combinations. That's going to be the header we get. Let's go. There we go. And we're going to buy that. And we still got a nice chunk of change to do what we want with. I'm going to tab over to it. All right, we're all loaded up, ready to go. Um, I'm excited to have this, y'all. It's a good deal. Not the best one, but it'll get us harvested, and yeah, just a peace of mind now. So we'll get this back to the farm. I wish I had you know what? There's a shed called a harvester shed. I wish I had that mod. Perfect little shed for a harvester like this. I've used it on some other plays. It just kind of it would even fit my theme of the old wood look and that sort of thing, but it is not on there. So I guess for now we're gonna have to we're just gonna have to park it here. I guess I'll park it here beside the cedar. Let's park it there. Go. Ah, that is nice. All right. Before I forget, let me grab the tractor again, and I want to put a tank of water in my greenhouse. Last thing I need to do is wake up tomorrow with an empty greenhouse. I might not be I might not be the happiest with that pumpkin with the greenhouse, but it's definitely helping out. So until I find an alternative or whatever, that's just what I'm gonna have to keep doing. I'm pretty sure if I wanted to, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that much from the clothes. For some reason or another, I thought clothes was like 8 to 10 grand um, when you sold them. I didn't realize it was that much. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to have this much money after buying the harvester and all. So anyway, what I'm getting at is I could definitely get another greenhouse, or I mean, either get another greenhouse or replace that one. Yeah, I'll have to do some. I'll look here in a minute and uh, and see what my options are. Another thing I need to do before I forget as well, I'm gonna hook back up to this trailer, and we are gonna go get some additive for that silage pole. I'm not sure how much added to the silage pole will go through, so I don't know how much to get. It appears when I've seen other people use it that it lasts a good while. They don't usually like buy a whole lot, and they're not buying it very often, it seems. So uh, I'll buy two of them and throw them in there and see what that does for us. Let's look in them. Um, do a search. Additive. Oh wow. Um, let's just buy one. Yeah, I'll buy one for now. Maybe I buy. They go through it all. I don't think it'll go through it all in 1 month, but if they do, then I'll just play it by ear per month. So yeah, we will get over here and get this picked up. Throw it on the trailer real quick. I will try. Why is that not? I know I bought the liftable one. Did I not just buy the liftable one, y'all? Ah, We'll get it up on here the hard way then. At least I can get it up on here. I don't know, maybe I thought I bought the liftable one. Maybe I didn't. I hope it'll go in the pole straight from the trailer though. If not, I'll have to come back and borrow the forklift. And back to the farm we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up with that. I think I'm going to end up with a second greenhouse instead of getting rid of the pumpkins. Um, even though the pumpkins aren't exactly doing what I hoped they would, and that thing is not going to come off. Oh, man. Oh, there it goes. All right, cool. So we got additive in there. You know, I don't use additive a lot. I don't know if that increases. I thought I heard back that it makes it turn into silage faster, or does it make more silage? Somebody leave me a comment down there and let me know if you would. Appreciate it. Just so I know, even in my other plays, if I just like to know one way or the other. All right. Something else I need to do too. So with the cow pack I have learned that. Oh, never mind. I thought I had a different cow pen. Never mind. I've got a milk trigger on there. Okay, good. I was going to buy a milking tank, but that's the wrong mod. So thinking of the wrong mod there. You know what we could do is let's get some of this wool over there. How much is in there now? Um, yeah, I'm gonna put these partials over there too, just to make sure. I might put some more sheep in here, or maybe I should do more cows. All right, so that is almost 1,500 liters of wool. So that should get me another box of clothes. Um, within the next month or so, I guess. It's not the quickest of productions, but what was that? 22,000 at 22,000 box. That's all right. At least I know I've got that kind of income coming in. Um, so let's look at greenhouses. Greenhouses. I don't think I'm going to go with another pumpkin. Um, I wish I could get one of these large ones. I'd like to get that wood greenhouse. That would be nice. You know what? Let's go ahead and go with one of the new mods. This is funny, actually. A cricket farm. I think this would be, excuse me. I think it'd be a cool one for if it could go towards fish food or fishing, I should say, maybe. You know, like something you could add to your fishing pole. You know, you raise crickets for fishing. It'd be kind of cool. But and then like when you're fishing, you get some kind of bonus by using the crickets. But I'm just going to put one down just to have it down because I think it's cool. I'm not sure what I'll do with it. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let's go back out. Let's save first. Um, how much are crickets worth? You know, crickets, crickets. Okay, they're not terribly bad. Yeah, at least they stay consistent. Wow. So the only time they dip down in price is April. Wow. Okay, I like that. So yeah, let's get one. See how well it does us. Can I put one back here? Probably not. No. Um, I'll squeeze it in right there. Let's put it right here. Yeah, ain't nothing in the way. It's just too close to the harvester, and that I don't know what that is. Yeah, we're gonna put that right there. Cool. We have crickets. Let's get in here and have a look. Crickets need water. Well, that's good because I got plenty of it. If I don't have anything else, I got plenty of water. Let's activate it. Let's get some water in here. I think I'll get a couple tanks of water in there just to make sure. Trigger's here in the back. Yep. All right. I didn't do any. I've never done anything with this. I've never used it, never tested it or anything, so I have no idea what to expect. Wonder how fast or how slow it might be or whatever. All right. So that's almost 6,400 liters of water. That should last a month or two, I would presume. Thinking about cutting some grass today. Might be a good month to do it. Let's go have a look inside the cricket farm first. Curious, see what it looks like in there. Crickets flying all over the place. Okay. Or jumping all over the place, I should say. It's kind of nifty. That's a lot of fishing right there I could do. um, what's next, y'all? Okay. Um, Thinking of the harvester, but I need to be thinking about where to store crops too. So, 2 canola fields. Um, and these are, forget what I was planting already. Oats. Yeah. Yep. So canola and oats. Oil and flour, y'all. That's really what I want to do with them, I think. So between um, oats, canola is harvested in July, and oats, where you at? July and August also. So I've basically got, by August I'd like to have those 2 mills. Is there isn't there a mill that does both? I think I asked that question once before. Don't one of these old timey ones here, these old grain mill, don't they do? Yeah. Isn't that flour and oil right there? Yeah. Okay. So maybe that big square one. I'm thinking maybe because it's the most expensive one that it might work faster or whatever. So I like how this one looks. Anyway, 20 grand, that should be, I'll be able to get that as soon as that box of clothes comes out. So that's good. Um, yeah. And then I need to start kind of thinking about my loan. Initially, I know I never said anything, but initially I had a plan of I was going to put so much towards the loan based on how much money I had at the end of every month, but that didn't work out well at all. So, yeah. So, yeah, stay tuned. Next month, get some money, we'll get some money together and get that mill put up so that I've got a place to put my grains. If not, then I also need to be thinking about a silo. I don't know how many, I'll have to do some testing and figure, I don't remember off the top of my head how much any of those old wood mills like that, how much they hold. So I don't want to run out of room and be short on buying a silo either. Yeah. So from here, let's have a look at the animals. I should have looked at them first thing in the morning. Um, so they're getting a little low on grass. Probably wouldn't hurt just to top that off, to be honest. Yeah, trailer load of grass and a tank of water for each of them. And what about you guys? Oh yeah, they're really good on food. And I got a little bit of milk, buffalo milk going. 10 cows, lot of young ones, so I'm a ways from mature cows, that's for sure. But I think I'm gonna let them ride like they are. How much wool is in there again? 1375. What if I added these two partial pallets to it again? How much is that? That is 35 now. I'm not even gonna do that. Alright, back to the water tank. Well, you know what? Let's get the grass first. Can't have the sheep going hungry on me. They're my lifeline now. I just wish I could get some more clothes, getting clothes kicked out a little quicker. At least a box or two, you know? Box or two a month would really put me in a really good spot. And we need grass. Yeah. Come on, tractor, you can do it. There we go. We will top them off, especially the adults. I think right now they're my main wool. Sure, they're the main wool providers for right now. Yeah. Neither pin holds very much, apparently. So we'll put the rest of these back in the silage pole. Still want another tractor. I don't think any of us like this tractor. I think I heard Rusty Money saying he was finally getting used to it, but I don't know, man. The Mercedes pack is decent. I mean, I've used some of the other stuff, higher horsepower stuff, and I like it. Just this particular one is just ah, no thank you. Zorch picked a winner when he put this one in the game, that's for sure. We'll keep going. Maybe after I get maybe after I get that mill and get oil and flour going, I can think about a tractor then. Maybe. Water. That's right. Because the adult pen needed more water. Yep. Won't hold much water either, apparently. I feel like I'm going to end up probably upgrading those sheet pens again. I was hoping when I upgraded from that first one I had that that would be it, but I don't like the small capacity that those are having. And yeah, I wonder what all would be involved in that. We get the tractor parked and let's look at sheep pens again. Maybe maybe a different one would be ideal if I can do it without. I can do it with selling one of those pens. Actually, no, I'd have to buy the third one and then transfer them all and then sell those two pens. And yeah, if that'll work, I'd be willing to do it. But I don't know sheep. Um, no. I don't know. I could get that fenceless one and just make it big enough to hold them all, couldn't I? I wonder if I got it and made it big enough, just as big as those two pens put together are, if that would hold all the sheep I have then. Um, let's see what that looks like. All right, I'm going to put that right in front of the cows. I think they should have a counter as your, well, they can't. They need all four sides of the fence. I was going to say, I wish there was a counter saying, based on the fence size or field size, pasture size, um, how many it was going to hold. I'm putting that on there backwards, aren't I? Yeah. So stock, it holds 19. So let's, really don't want it there. I'm not liking it right there. Why couldn't I put it here on the inside of this one? Because I've seen them overlap. No, I wouldn't be able to go through the fence. Alright, well, it's going to be a bit of a chance, but let's put that right there. Do you want to customize? Absolutely. I need to make that one pretty big because I want to make sure I got, I can get all my damn sheep in there. Why is it not placing the segment? I don't understand this. What am I doing wrong here, y'all? Distance too short. Alright, this is not gonna work out for me at all. Okay. Why is it saying distance too short? I didn't understand what the distance too short meant. You want to plant meadow? Yes. Alright, let's see if I did something good or did something bad. Sorry about that, y'all. Thanks for, if you're still here, I appreciate you sticking by me through all that. Um, like I said, I just hope 50. Nice. Alright. So, I'm going to leave that there. I need to get some grass in there. And I need to get, how much is that trailer? I had one, but I sold it, thinking I wasn't going to move these sheep anymore. Um, Animal transport, right there, 1800. Yeah, I'm just going to buy that one. Many sheep at once. Yeah, 8. So I'm going to buy that one. And I'll go pick that up at the shop. I'll do that off camera, y'all. So next series, hopefully be as exciting, if not more. Um, I'm hoping to have that mill down, and I hope I'm right that that same mill does flour and oil. And I will, if I have that down, I'll be ready for harvest season. I'll have my harvester. I'll have a place to put what I harvest, and and yeah, and all that stuff will start kicking out product, which is going to make us money, and I can get into this game. In the meantime, we've got crickets. So yeah, with that, y'all, I'm gonna close it out. Um, if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. If you made it this far, do me a favor, hit that like button for me. It helps me out a whole lot. Um, Subscribe would help me out as well. And thank y'all for watching. Again, thank you very much. Y'all have a good one.